Shalom Israel. We're the UPK, start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Command of General Yohana, 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. If you're not in Command of General Yohana and Isupk, you're not of the truth. So my name is Officer Qadash, teaching the Lashawan Qadash class here today in South Carolina. And we're going to go over some a few things, so like some prepositions, some what we got? Possessive adjectives, prepositions, and we're going to show you some tenses too, on how they work. And then we're going to go over the Hebrew and Assyrian and Paleo. Somebody requested, make sure got Christ. Are we? I don't know. Not sure, Shaw. I mean, I hit it. Not sure. One thing I can do is go back and do it again, but I tried to. I'm not sure if we're live on Facebook or not. I thought I included it in there. I don't know what happened. All I can do is go back and try it again. But looks like we got Hebrew right now for the yeah. Yeah, it's to make the board do the best we can here. Let's see, because of that board. It's about the best I can get it right there. How's that? Because the board is yeah, about right there. That better? Board in the background. I'm not sure if we're up on Facebook or not. Yeah. See if we can, that's about the best I can get it. Bring it in. I'm not sure we can get, if we get it up on, yeah, it's still sort of kind of, we'll work on that. I don't know what happened to Facebook right there. But anyway, that's where we are. Got to get them in on YouTube. But this is the Lashawan Qadash class, and we're going to go over some tenses, prepositions, possessive adjectives, you know, and we'll go over the tenses a little, and we'll bring out, show you how some of the words work when they're in sentences, you know. We see who we got in class. Who we got in class? Young man D'Angelo Sharp. Okay, yeah, it's getting. Sorry about the Facebook. I really don't know what happened. I see it like us on. I don't know. I don't know. It is what we got. Salaki for a second. Oh, okay, I see it right now. Okay, Salaki for a second. But what we're going to do is go over a few Hebrew understandings of, possessive adjectives. When you have, and because the first thing we'll do is we'll make sure that everybody understands what Hebrew class is. This is Lashawan Qadash. You know, it means holy tongue. You know, it's not an unholy tongue, it's the holy tongue. Lashawan means tongue, and of course Qadash means holy. You know, you can use the word Qadash to mean holy because that's what it means. Badal is the word separate, and you can use them interchangeable. But they are two different words, but they can be used interchangeable because they mean the same thing. You know, you say when you want to make yourself holy, you got to separate yourself from everything else of the world. So that's why you use the word separate, to coexist or to go along or to parallel the word Qadash. The word is Qadash for holy. Okay? And Badal is separate. And we have a word over here. Well, before we get into that, the Hebrew language consists of, who's that, D'Angelo? We have some people out there. Who else have checked in here? Let's see. Sister Parabah. That's Shar's rib. Checking the class. How many characters are there in the Hebrew language? You know, make sure you guys put that on there. Type it in the chat. Just make sure. Characters and how many vowels before we get started, so I know you guys at least remember that. Because it's important, because I hope that you're enunciating. And matter of fact, before we get into these lessons here, we'll show you, because what we're going to do is we're going to spell out some of these words in Assyrian and Hebrew. And that's the practice, because if you were absolutely in the class, of course we're virtual, if you were in the class, we'd have you come up to the board and spell it out. I mean, that's what we used to do. You know, like you're using the word, for instance, you're using the word lakam, okay? Here it is right here. So we'll say, well, let's do it in Paleo first. So, la, then we'll write ka over here, okay? Now that's one, not that, I'm sorry, Jesus. Where am I at? La, like that. Okay, then we're going to write ka right there. Then we're going to write come. Now we're going to write that because I know some people, let's see, who we got? Parabah, 22, all right. Damn right, sis. See, she on that, she on it. That's right. Clap it up for her in class like that. 22, she's right. And how many vowels? Tell me how many vowels we got and what are those vowels while I'm teaching here, okay? Tell me how many vowel sounds are there and what are those vowel sounds, okay? Because you'll see. That's how you use your name. When we said Parabah, we used that name, when we made that name, sent it up there to one of the generals. You know, they use this Hebrew chart, of course. And that's, and of course it's a little more technical than that, but that's how they come up with it. So in Paleo, we're going to use that in red today. I think I'll use blue. And I think you guys can see the blue. How many vowels? Tell me how many vowel sounds in there. In the blue, we spell that word in Paleo like this. La. I don't know if I can write that. That's a little better. That's kind of like a funky L there. We can do better than that. I always did have a problem writing them L's like that, you know. But how many vowels? Let's see what she got in there. Or somebody. Oh, Mikey, 2. Clap it up for the sis. Exactly. And what are they? Type them in there, sis. 2. That's exactly right. She's right. That's 2. What are they? Okay? Tell me, what are they? All right? La. Then we're going to do something special here. We're going to do this. That's an M there. And of course, today we're going to do the Assyrian in blue, and we're going to do the Paleo in red. What are those vowel sounds, sis? And D'Angelo and whoever else in there besides Sharp. Let's see. Paleo in red. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do some possessive adjectives going on here. Let's see what she got over there. That's how we learn here. Dang, look at this. I and the I. Damn, sister on it today. She said the I and the I because when you go down there, clap it up in class. That's exactly right. It's the I. I'll write that there momentarily. The I and the I. That 22 characters. She's exactly right. She got both of those right. And that's what I want to see every week. That way I know that you guys are on top of it instead of just, saying, just kind of dragging by and saying, oh yeah, the reason why I go over things over and over is so that you can learn them. Now you got them, you understand them. Now you'll be able to incorporate them in the words, okay? The ah and the I. So when we say over here, ah, and it spells out like this, ah, because ah in the Hebrew language looks like that one. And then, of course, in the Assyrian language, it looks like the ah looks like this. Like that, okay? And of course the I over here, look on the chart, down there, the I is gonna look like this. And of course, in Assyrian, the I is gonna look, what am I trying to do here? Oh yeah, like this. The I. Sort of like that. Like that, okay? So when we do this I and this ah, that's how they look. And of course, it's an exercise that we've done before. I ain't gonna keep that on the board. I just want to show you. But that's what you really want to know. You want to recognize that there are 22 characters, okay? Yeah, we still don't have things on Facebook, so sorry about that. 22 characters, I don't know why. 22 characters and 2 vowel sounds. So we say that one thing you got to do is memorize this Hebrew chart and start off in Paleo and Assyrian, kind of write them at the same time. That's what you want to do, okay? So we want to say Abba, right over here. Abba, Gada, Hawa, Zakah, Taya. Okay, right here, like a little shield, Ya, like a Z, Ka, La, Ma, Nasa, Sa, look like with 3 stripes. Now let's see who else we got checking the class here. We got the sis checking in from Portland, Arlene. Yeah, that's Arlene. You wanted to have your Syrian. This is your day because we're definitely gonna go over Syrian. Well, we reiterate. We're talking about finish what we were doing here. We're gonna go over the Syrian and the Paleo today. On the board, Arlene, okay? Clap it up. Exactly right. All right, Sa, I, Pa, Tazah. There are a lot of words with Tazah in them. Lakam has a La, right here, L-A. That's what that is. That's why you see it. Kam, Ka has a Ka sound. That's what this little ladder is. That's the Ka. And of course you have a Ma. Who knows what this character is? Let's see. Yeah, it's right there. Appreciate it. Clap it up. All right, let's see if y'all give y'all A+ right here. See, come on, Parabah and Arlene and who else we got? D'Angelo. Let's see here, what we got? Let me write this down here. Well, I have to remember it. All right, what's this right here? Matter of fact, I've been normally writing these in green. Tell me what this figure is right here. It occurs at the end of an Assyrian word. What do we call that? Type it in the chat. This one right here. So what we're saying here is lakam is bread. We know that. Okay. And so we're saying la, ka, lakam. In Paleo Hebrew, that's in red. We're going to use, Arlene, we're using red for, and Parabah, and D'Angelo, Lashawan, we're using red for our Paleo. In Assyrian, we're going to use the blue. The green will be our what? What is this letter on the end right here? And what is it called? What is that called? What is that? They got la, kam. That's an M. But what is that M called? What do we call it in Assyrian? It's important to know these. Because when you read them, you won't understand it unless we go over it in class, okay? Before I get started in all the possessive adjectives of lakam, or bread. Let's see. Oh, let's see what we got here. Somebody on it. Sister Parrot, she. Look at that. Clap it up. Put the hand clap up there, Sister Parrot. Your wife on it now. Hey, listen, come on. Where you at, D'Angelo? You drink lemonade again, man. Come on. Just joking with you, bro. Hey, listen. She's right. That's called, and I'll write that down on bird. That deserves a writing there. It is an ending character. Why? Because the ending characters, there are 5 of them. It's an ending character, okay? Character, okay? There are 5 of them. I'll go ahead and give you that. There's 5 of them. And I'll write them real quick because I want to go ahead and move on. That's right. Put them hand claps in there. I appreciate that. That's for you guys also. The ending characters are like this. That's a ka. A ka occurs at the end of a word only in Assyrian. Okay, that's important to understand. Then we have a ma, like that. Looks like a little circle with a little stem, something like that. Okay. Then we have a na. Looks like some sort of fancy 7, only sideways. You know, this is real. This is what you see when we read this. We read it. A lot of offices we read it every week in Sabbath services. Okay. But when you see these on the end of an Assyrian word, which I have in blue here, and of course this will be green. I'll make all the ending characters in green, but we're writing Assyrian in blue to reiterate. Okay, there it's understood as like this, something like that. That's a pa. Okay. Then we have, of course, the tazah. Okay, like that. That's the tazah. But those are the ending characters. All right, let's erase this off the board. Let's get into some Salak for a second. Hold a minute. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, so we got that out of the way. We got the main Hebrew things out of the way. Of course, you know there are 22 characters, and then we have the I as the vowels. And they look like that in Paleo and Assyrian. In Paleo and Assyrian for the ah. 22 characters, 5 ending characters. Okay? So let's erase that. I got one more thing before I move on. If the Hebrew Assyrian has ending characters, what's the significance of these in Paleo? Tell me what these are. What does Paleo have? Paleo got what? What are these? Somebody type in the chat, what is this? Anyway, just the students know, you understand. Let's give the troopers and the sisters have a little understanding here. Right here. What are those? In Paleo Hebrew, what are these called? Okay? What are those called? It's important to know that. We see that in our Hebrew writing. You see it on some of our steels. That means pieces of rock, scratched out. You see some of this. And some of our scrolls, and the Paleo is very old. Very, 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 very old. I haven't seen personally, but you see them on TV History Channel, things like that, okay? But what it is called, an upside down, if you had a word, okay, let's see. Who's got something over there? Sister's on it today, boy. Let's see. Damn right. Is that Arlene? Yeah, Arlene, connect us. She's exactly right. Clap it up, Arlene. All the way out there in Portland, Oregon. That's exactly right. Glad to have you in class, sis. Let's see who else got it right there. I think, is that Parba? Independent. Look at that. She independent and dependent characters. She's exactly right. That deserves a whole lot of mind. So we're gonna write it down. She wrote it down, so I'm gonna write it down. Independent and dependent characters. Okay, and then I'm gonna press you like that. Here's independent is like okay, by itself, like a little horseshoe. But when you depend on it, it's like that. In other words, if we use this word right here, we got to put the connectors on this paleo, because it's in paleo. Glad y'all clapping up, class. I appreciate that. In paleo, okay. So we have the word la, independent connected, and then we have kam. we join it together like that. And you'll see that in your writings. You'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see that on stones and things. Yeah, good. Glad you guys are doing that. Appreciate that, Arlene. But they're independent, dependent connectors. That's what they are. They help pronounce the paleo word. Okay? So let's erase that. Let's get into some of this, what these are. We want to say, we got bread up here. Everybody knows in bread, you know. What if I want to say my bread? So in Hebrew, we have a way of saying it. We say my bread. My bread. Like that. I mean, you know, it's because it's possessive. You want to own it, you know. You want to possess it. So let's show you how to write that. So we say, we write a word, it's called lakam. La-kam. And of course in Hebrew, we're going to put it afterwards because it's possessive, okay? And we're going to lakam ya. Like that. That means my bread. That's not his bread. That's not their bread. It's mine. So let's write it out. So we already got lakam written out there. We're going to write it in Syrian this time. We're going to go back and forth, okay? Syrian. We may have room to write them both. Okay. The word Yah. So we're going to write that out. Make sure we write. We're going to turn this the way it's supposed to be written. So lakam. So we're going to write la like that. That is an L in Assyrian writing there. So make sure you take your notes down there, okay? Write your notes down. La. Then of course we have ka. Okay. Come. Now, now this time we ain't gonna put the ending character because it's not at the end anymore. We have ya. So we're gonna put it's gonna put the regular M, which looks like this. Y'all make sure you type it in the chat if you understand what I just did there. Okay? And then you have ya. Like that. Lakamya. Lakamya, which means my bread. Y'all make sure y'all type that in the chat if you understood. That's why we do not put right here. I'll circle it. Right there, I'll underline it. In Assyrian, why we don't need the ending connector. Of course, y'all make sure y'all type in chat to say what, say Khan, Khan or La. La Kam M La Kam Ya. La Kam Ya. Possessive for bread. Let's see who understands that. Let's make sure. I want y'all to participate. La Kam Ya. Make sure y'all Paraba, D'Angelo. Who else we got in there? Arlene, type in the chat yes or no. You understand it? Because we took the M off of here because by itself is just lakam in Assyrian. But over here we replaced it with the regular M of Assyrian, which looks sort of like that. Looks like an N, but it's not an N. Okay? Let's see. Khan, young man, D'Angelo. Yeah, you understand that? Exactly. Come on, y'all. Hey, man, the rest of y'all type it up in there. Say yes or no, because I don't want nobody to be lacking here. When I teach something, I want to make sure y'all understand. Woo. Let's see. Who else? Well, get that in there. Power Bob. Yeah. Arlene, you understand that? Type that in. Khan, if you're there, Understand. Make sure we alleviate this in the connect because it's no longer at the end. We put ya there. Okay, let's write another one. Let me see. Arlene got it? Yeah, well, I think she's typing over there. Yeah, I think she said yes. Let's see. She said yeah? Well, go ahead and type in there, sis. Okay? Make sure you understand. Let's get down here. Let's say we said my bread. And now we're going to say you or your bread. And this, we're going through this exercise because it's nice to do. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and write this in Hebrew. I write this in Paleo. Okay, I'm sorry, it's lucky. Since we got it over here, it's going to be in red. It's going to be La like that. Ka. Okay. Lakam. Lakam. And then we're going to say ya. Now, hey, since we got it on the board, you know, the connectors. La. La. As a matter of fact, I want y'all to work this out for me. I'm gonna put an example, just maybe this 1 or 2 times for the connectors, because we got a lot of writing to do here. But for this connector, I'm gonna write one in red. One in blue and one in green. I want you to tell me which one of the connectors is right. Okay? Tell me which one is right. All right. Tell me which one of these is right. Tell me which one of the connectors is correct. Look at it real close. Look at it real close. Tell me which one is right. Is it the one in the green? Just type, G for green or blue, or type the whole word out. Let's see. Sister Parba, yeah, good. Okay. Tell me which one of these is right. I don't want to get into a habit of doing this. I'm just doing it to make sure you guys understand connectors, all right? Make sure you guys, I know you understand it, but I want to make sure we stay on track here. Hey, listen here. Is the blue correct for the connector, or the green for the word lakam in Paleo Hebrew? Which one? Which one of them? Y'all notice that, I got on my Magan Dawada, Sheila David, okay? Got it on. All right. Which one of these is correct? The one in the green, and we're writing the word la, ka, ma, ya. I purposely didn't give you the answer, so I want you to give an answer. If I was going to do this in a series, would it be that which one of these any connectors would be correct? I'm sorry, not any connectors. Which one of these paleo connectors would be correct? The one in the green or the blue? Take your time right there. We're on my bread. Lakam ya. Which one? Take your time. Let's see what we got. Somebody got something up on here. Parabah got green. All right, let's see. All right. Angela, what you got? And Arlene, what you got? We're going to see. Is she right or is she wrong? Just put yours in. Put what you think in. Parabah said the one in the green. She said this one. She said the one in the green. She said, you la come, and here's one on the top. Or is it blue? It could be either one. Depends on what you want. Let's see what else we got in the chat. Adrian, glad to have you in class, sis. Join right in us. Glad to have you in. Okay, all the way to what is that? Where you at? Where you from, girl? Charleston. This is Adrian. All right, sis. You're from Charleston. That's right. On our connectors right here, we're writing my bread. We're doing possessive adjectives right here. We're saying lakam ya. When you want to put a possession on there, you say lakam ya. It's my bread. You can't have none of this. This is my bread. Yeah. All right. Because we're up here, we just wrote come, and we're going to write another one down here in a second. All right. All right, is that it? We'll give you 10 more seconds to come here. Which one is the blue and the connectors? Sister Parabah, she said the one in the green. In other words, she said the one in the green is the correct connector, the way you write it. The way you write the connectors for this word, lakamya, which means my bread. It's a possessive adjectives, okay, for that. It's taking care of that noun right there, bread. It's my bread. Okay, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and she's Clap it up for Sister Parva. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Adrian, she said, she jumped right in there. Shoot, she said green. Damn right. Clap it up for both of them. Exactly right. And let's see. Where's my, we'll put this other, because this other one right here says La Ka Maya. That ain't right. So they're right. So we'll put down the correct one. It's like this. It's La. Then of course you want to join the Ka and the Ma together. The more and more we do these, the more and more they become simplistic. The more and more you understand, okay? And then you want to have Ya as an independent connector over here. La Kam. All right? Adrian, yeah. And Parva, exactly right. Y'all got it right. I'm pretty sure the rest of y'all got it right. You know, you may be drinking some coffee or tea or whatever. It's Friday, man. Drink some Ya. I understand that. But that's how you write that, okay? My bread. So let's get into something else. Let's get into your bread. Okay? Your bread. Let's see how you say that. Your or you. Your bread. We're going to say it like this. We're going to say your bread. Okay? We're going to say that equals to la kama. La kama. You can do this with any word, you know. When you can do this with any word. You can put your house. Matter of fact, we may put that on there by Yaf. Ka. We want to say la kam ka. La kam ka. You know, so it's the same thing. We'll do the same thing, only we'll do this. We'll say in Syrian, we'll do this, the same word. We'll say la, ka, you know, la ka, like that. La ka. Instead of ya over here, we're going to do a ka. And that's right here. You look over here, check out that ka, find it. So, okay, we'll put it down there. Right here, right there. Okay, and in contrast, that's for the Syrian right there, of course. In contrast, we'll do the one in Paleo. That'll be la, just like we've done before. Ka, ma, la ka. Then we want to write ka. It'll be this ka, okay? Ooh. Like that. So we have the word your bread, lakam ka. That's your bread. Or you can say your, get some water here, or you. But it sounds better to say your bread. You don't go around saying you bread. Or just talking about you, okay? All right? Okay? But that's how that's written. Let's put one more down here. Let's see how that's done. We're gonna put let's move over here. We'll stay over there. I don't want to move too fast over there. If you want to write you want to say her bread. Let's see. We'll have that right here. Yeah. We want to say her bread. We'll do it like this. We want to say her bread. Well, since we're saying, because most of these are masculine, and we'll say her bread, you know. Let's do that real quick here before we move on, all right? We write the word, that's ha, yeah. Lakam ha. It's the same word. I won't spell it out in Hebrew. I'll just go ahead and do it. I think you guys got the idea of that one. Lakam ha. Okay? But that's how that's done, all right? When you're writing possessive adjectives, you want to make sure you understand. And matter of fact, since we got it, we'll go ahead and put his bread down there. You want to make sure you understand the different feminine or masculine, you know. Let's see, where am I here? Matter of fact, let's keep going here. Shoot, I'll do this. Keep going out here. Let's see. Wa. We want to write wa for his bread. His bread. Just for your notes' sake. And then we'll write lakam. And then when the Lord's Prayer, which we've done before, we'll do it some other time. It's lakam wa for his bread. We want to write the word, let's say, our bread. You know, that's something there. Let's write our. Our bread. All right? Our bread, you know. That's you want to write our bread, you want to write lakam nawa. We'll write that one out. We want to write, because our is the word nawa. Okay, so it's lakam. All right. Na wa. All right, y'all put your thinking caps on, because I'm gonna see if I'm gonna give you another paleo exercise real quick here. Wake y'all up again. Let's do this let's do it in paleo first. Let's say la. We're gonna write la. Okay. Laka. Laka. Then we're gonna write like that. And then we're gonna write nawa. So how do we write nawa? So you got to go over here and look at it in lakam. Let's put that in a whole nother. Well, we'll keep it out there. We'll underline it. We're gonna say na, and then we're gonna say wa. Nawa. Over here, we went to the chart. We picked out na. And then we picked out a nice wa over here, way over there. Nawa, okay? That's what made this. All right, I want you guys to do the connectors for me on this. Which one of these connectors is right? Put on your thinking cap. I mean, you know, we're going to do this one right here. And we'll do this one and tell me which one is right. And the one in black or the one in green? Let's see. Let's see here. Oops. Got too many in there. Man. Did that one wrong here. Wait a minute here. I spelled it wrong. Ooh. There we go. Lakam. Bring it over here. Na. Wa. There we go. All right. The one in green. We'll do this one first. Is that right? Or is this right? The one in red. Well, let's put it in, let's do it in black. Okay? Which one of those is correct? For our bread, when we say our bread, when we say our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You know, give us our daily bread, you know. You know, abagada, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash. When you want to say that, then you want to say, Lakam Nawa is our bread. You know, Kawaf Waf Nawa, Kawaf Waf Yat Nawa. You know, forgive us of our delivery. Forgive us of our trespasses and all these things. Trespass. Forgive us of our debts. Okay? We're going to say our bread, Nawa. We're going to say Lakam Nawa. Which one of these connectors is correct? Is the one in the green or the one in the black? You take your time. Okay? Because what we're writing here is Lakama Nawa. That's the word. So which one of the connectors in the paleo is right? And over here in the meanwhile, I'll be writing the Assyrian. Y'all wake up over there, okay? The Assyrian will look like this. Like this. And the Assyrian, Arlene, she was saying that. Laka. Laki. Laka. Then we're going to write Ma. Okay. And we're going to write Lakama. And then we're going to write we're going to write a Na over here. Like that. Sort of like that. Kind of a little funky right there. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to write, what is that? A Wa. Like that. Okay. That's the word. That's how you say it. Oh, look, somebody got an answer there. That's how you say it in Assyrian. The Syrian is in the blue. And, of course, we have over here in the red. Of course, I got a couple of them over there. We'll go ahead and put this in red so we won't get people misunderstood here. That's the paleo, like I promised there. Let's see what we got over there. See, got somebody over there writing. What did I look? No. Like that. And then a wa. All right, which one is right? Let's see. Parabah, she's got the one in the black. All right, who else? Oh, somebody else got it in there? Let's see. Ooh, y'all on it, boy. Adrian got the one in the green. When we saying the word, and I'll pronounce it for you. Woo. La kam nawa. La kam nawa. Is it the one in the black or the green? For it's a paleo understanding of how you write the paleo connectors for our bread. Lakam nawa. Lakam nawa. We're going to give y'all, let's see, we got Arlene and young man D'Angelo. Which one you think it is? When we say nawa, lakam nawa. Let's see, what else we got? Somebody else got one in there? Young man D'Angelo, he said the black, okay. All right, Adrian, they got you by yourself, Adrian. Come on, Arlene, what you got? We waiting on you. Ain't no wrong answer, right answers up in here. We're going to correct it anyway. There are wrong and right answers, but I want you to answer, and then we'll get it straight. So we'll have the correct answer. Okay? Which one is it? Is it just green here or the black? We'll give you 10 more seconds, and then we'll reveal what it is. Because when you're writing bread, I mean, and the reason why you do this is so you'll get used to it. Write it down in your notes. You'll say, my bread, lakamya, lakamya. And you'll see that word written in the Bible. You know, your bread, lakamka, your, okay? That's your bread, man, lakamka. You don't want to set this out if you say, in Hebrew, back in the days, I mean, when they said something, that's what they meant, lakamya. You better pay attention to the tongue. And then that's the main thing is that when you read it in the Bible, you'll begin to understand what these words mean, and it'll make sense, and then you'll understand the Bible even better. It'll come alive. Let's see what we got here. Olivia Arnold, Lord in Christ. Good afternoon. Okay, and of course, sis, we want to write. That's good, Olivia. You want to write Yahweh Shamar, Alatha, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We'll get into that, but that's good. I'm glad. That's good for right now. You know, you'll say Yahweh, you'll say Shalom, just peace. But we'll get into that, Olivia. We're glad to have you in class. Okay, we're glad to have everybody in class. Oh, anyway, check this out. The correct one is, let's go down to the one in the black. Now let's investigate why. Why? Because La by itself. La is by itself right here. It's hanging by itself. Then you have Ka. But the Ka and the Ma, you want to join them together to make one sound. So we do a dependent connector like that. That's the one, okay? And then we want to have these Nawa. Nawa. I mean, you can say Nawa. You can say, but it's one word, but I hear two sounds, Nawa. So we want to say Nawa. We do this, so we say Nawa. Or if you didn't, you would never understand how that word means. You would say Nawa. You said too quick. You want to use some practicality when it comes to breaking down words and putting connectors to them. You know, some understanding. Lakam Nawa. You know, you don't want to say Hebrew too fast. You want to say, we don't go around saying our bread, our bread, our bread, our bread. We saying our bread or Nawa. So the word is Nawa. So the correct one was the one in the, I think, black, right? What we got here? That right, Shar? Thank you, appreciate it. And Shar, we went through this in class. Lakam Nawa. Lakam Nawa. So that's how we pronounce it. You know, we don't want to break it down when we're saying, you know, we don't want to say it too fast. That's how you do it. You just want to take your time and sit back in the driver's seat, ride the horse. Don't wear it down. Okay. So that's the understanding of that. And I appreciate you guys. You guys have really, let's see. Now we're gonna go and let's see, Nawa. Let's go to let's make some of these plural. Let's get into some of the plurals here. Well, I hope you guys got that, because I'm gonna erase this off the board. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we got checked in class here. What we got? Olivia, thanks for correct. Yeah, Yahweh Shalom, Yahweh Shalom, Alatha, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, sir. Exactly right. I appreciate that. Exactly right, sis. Exactly right. I appreciate that. Good. That's how we want to do it. I appreciate that, sis. Because that's, you know, you're respecting the rank and order, of course. But that's good for you as well. You know, so let's go over here. Let's find out, since we've done this, let's do, instead of my bread, let's write this. We say with Nawa, then we're gonna say our bread, we're gonna say your bread. We're gonna say your bread, but we're gonna say it in a plural sense. We're gonna say your bread in a plural sense here, okay? Your bread. Well, we're gonna make it plural, and I'll show you how to do that in a second here. We're gonna say it's masculine plus fuel. It's masculine, by the way, and it is important. The reason why we're doing this is because it is masculine plus the plural form. Okay, and it's important to understand that because the feminine, I'll get down here to the feminine here in a second here. Matter of fact, I can use the same line since we got it over here. Y'all make sure y'all write these down in your notes. I'll erase all that because I'm going to write it again because I want to make sure. Okay, we're going to write the masculine one. Yeah, God bless. Okay, good. And we're going to write the feminine one. Okay? Feminine plus plural. That's a difference. A back then, men and women, you know, you don't just when a man is talking, you know, back then or even now, you know, the woman should just keep silence. And so when he talks, he's going to talk in masculine terms. So he's going to say, you know, your bread. And he's going to say something like this. He's going to say, la kam. La kam. Okay? La kam. Okay? Y'all pay attention because I'm going to give y'all another connector lesson, all right? La kam. Now, woman, for that same thing, your bread for feminine, for plural, plus the plural, it'll be, let's see, what we're going to do here. La kam. We'll write her, and let's see, let's pick a color here. Don't matter too much. We pick any color but red. Green. La kam. K-A-N. All right, let's write that out. Okay? Yeah, there you go. All right. And that's important to understand that there's a difference, okay? You know, we just don't look at words like, oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters which masculine or feminine that you're talking in. You know, that's where I was taught. That's the way you're supposed to look at the word. You're supposed to look at it in that sense. Well, what is it? Masculine and feminine. And men and women understood that back then. So we get in here and we say, let's go here. Let's say la. Let's do it this way. We'll say la come, like that. La come. Okay? And then we're going to say come. That means we got to come over here and grab a ka. And we're going to write this out in Assyrian also. A ka, and then we're going to write the M for that, like this. Now, here's something in Assyrian. I want you guys to go with me here. Walk with me here on this one. All right? Walk with me. Open up your ears on this one now. This is feminine plus plural right there. All right. And then in blue, let's do the Assyrian on this. I want y'all to walk with me. Now, we're going to do the connectors on this one too now. That's too high. Let's see. We're going to put con down here. Okay. We're going to do the connectors on this one also. Matter of fact, let me write that out. Let me do the connectors while y'all doing this. Just say yes or no. Is that right? Is that are these connectors right? Is that connector right? Just write con or la'ah. Well, yes or no. Either one. And I'm going to write this out in Assyrian here. Okay? Right here. Like this. Like that. Well, like this. There we go. La. Ka. Okay. La ka. All right. Then we're going to write an M. Ma. Okay. Something like that. A little funky today. Then we're going to write a ka. Well, like that, okay? And then we're going to write this. I want y'all to tell me. Everything about this here. Do I have, first, is the Assyrian correct? And is these connectors correct? Matter of fact, let me do that's connectors in green so we won't have no misunderstanding with the Assyrian right there. All right? Tell me something. There we go. What we got? Khan. You said the connectors are correct. What about the Assyrian, Sister Parabot? I want y'all to write. Well, let's put it this way. She said Khan, yeah, that's for the connectors. And what about the Assyrian? Is that correct? Write Khan 2 or Assyrian. Put something out there. Let me know you're talking about. Because I got two problems over here. I got connectors and I got the Syrian. Which one? You said first the Syrian is correct, but what about? I'm sorry. The Paleo's correct. The connectors are correct. What about the Syrian? Is it correct? Let me know. Yes or no. Take your time. Everybody, go ahead. I'm giving y'all time to type in the chat. Adrian, D'Angelo, Arlene. What's the other sister? Just check that. Olivia. You're going to have to get your Hebrew name too. Something out there. I think that's one of the captains out there. I can't think of it right now. I think it's Captain Kahan. I can't remember. Which is Assyrian? Is that correct? Right here. And is the Paleo correct? So far, I got an answer from Sister Paraba and all the sisters, D'Angelo, the brother. Which one? Y'all take your time. We're talking about the masculine plural form of your bread. Lakam-kam. Lakam-kam. And now the question I'm asking is this. Is the connectors correct for lakam-kam? Okay, that's right. And for the Assyrian, is that Assyrian written correctly? Because, see, it's L, La, Ka, there you go. Make it look right. La, Ka, Ma, Ka, Ma. All right, La, Kam, Ka. So let's see. Let's take your time because this is not, I'm asking two questions here. Sister Paraba, Syrian, La'ah. She said Syrian, La'ah. All right. So far, I have one yes, that this is right, and La'ah, that the Assyrian is right. Well, doggone. Happy day. Doggone. She's got Assyrian. Okay, yeah, right. She's got the idea. Y'all duplicate this. Is she right or wrong? That's the whole point. She said, yes, that's what I'm doing. It is just a little bit of exercise right here helps you to understand what you read in the Bible, because this is how it looks. You'll see, especially in Assyrian, in the Assyrian that we read out of the Tanakh. It'll read like this. But is it correct what I wrote on the board? Is this your bread? Is that la, ka, ma? In the Assyrian, that's the Syrian is in the blue. In the red is the Paleo. Reiterate. In the green are those connectors. We'll give you guys about 15 more seconds here. Which one? She said yes on the first one, and then she said no on the last one. Come on, Adrian. I know you chomping at the bit to get that one. I know you like doing this. Come on, D'Angelo. I got you. Arlene, come on. Sister, who's that? Arnold? Olivia? Right. Sister Adrian, come on. Give me something. Are these connectors right on this? Lakam, come. And I want to know, what's missing here? What's missing there? Or is that right? Or is that right? May not be anything missing. I just want to know. Give you guys about 10 more seconds here, okay? Then we're going to reveal which one it is. I gotta apologize for the we got YouTube up, but we don't have the Facebook up. I'm not sure, sir, on either one. This is my second time watching. That's fine. That's exactly right. And that's why we're here. But write your notes down, sis. Just write down what you see. We're going to correct it for you. That's the whole point. First time, second time. That's exactly. I appreciate your honesty. That's exactly right. So we're going to go ahead and give you the answers, okay? First thing I want y'all to do, everybody that can hear me on that chat, clap it up for Sister Parba. Put the hand claps in there. Y'all know how to do that. She's exactly, clap it up, man. She's got it exactly right. She said, she's got it. She said, la come. Yes, the connector's correct. And she's right because, let's see, what we got in there? Yeah. Okay, when we say la come, we say la come. We're putting the ka and the ma together. That's come. That's an independent connector for the la. We put a dependent connector for the ka and the ma. And then for the, on the end here for the word come, which is the plural and masculine form for a man to say your bread, we're saying come. So you want to join those together with a dependent connector. That makes sense? So she's right. She's right. Exactly right. Over here, Sister Parba. You ain't letting off the hook yet. What's wrong with this word here? Tell me about it. Since you said no, and you were right. So what's wrong with it? Type it in the chat. You know, be simplistic as possible, of course. You know. But this is how you learn. And of course, and then, I mean, it's not about knowing or not knowing. It's about learning. This is how you do learn. This is about how you learn. It's about correcting, because we're showing you that the connectors follow the sound. So we're saying la come. La come. Okay, over here, there's something wrong with that video. We got la, the ka, the ma, the ka, and the ma. So what's wrong with it? What's wrong with this Assyrian right here? Okay. Arlene, you wanted to do Hebrew for the Assyrian. Here it is. Here's a good example too. And I'll correct it. Got Sister Arnold there. Sis, we're going to correct it and going to show you. But write down, it's your first class, and what you want to do when it's just your first time looking at Hebrew class, you want to learn this Hebrew chart, because all of the characters that we're writing are just like all of the alphabet. Just that's all they are. These are nothing but in the what somebody would say call an alphabet. Only we say instead of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, in America we're saying Abba, Gada, Hawazaka, Tayakalamanasa, Apatasa, Kwarashata. And it's the same thing. The sounds are exactly the same. They just look and spell differently. Okay, so Sister Parba, what's wrong with that? Type it in the chat. You're right. It's not a trick question. Just tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong with your bread, the way it's written. I'll give you about 15 more seconds. Tell me what's wrong with that. Okay? Yeah. You're right, sis. But, because when you say yes or no, you got a 50-50 chance of being right or yes. Tell me what's wrong with it. Without getting any help, just, dig deep. You're right. You're right. Because, I know it don't look right. Something wrong in it. And you're right. Because we got an L. That's how you write an L. Something like that. That's how you write an L in Hebrew and Assyrian. Over here, this is how you write a ka. And a lot of times I like to, let me get this looking right, because a lot of people, it depends. It's very important to get these things looking right, because people duplicate that, and that's in your mind. You will develop a picture in your mind. But got 10 set. Okay, good. Let's see what she got here. All right. The ma isn't the ending. All right, she's right. Clap it up for her. She's exactly right. Clap it up for her. If you got that much of it, put the man claps in there. She's exactly right. If you got that much of it, now I know you know what it is. Because she's saying right here, this ma, and see, if we can do one word, then the rest of them follow suit. All of them have the same type of idea. And she's right. This ma right here, that M doesn't belong at the end of this word. If you notice, here's an M right here. That's what she's concentrating on right here. This M. Okay? When an M, or one of the Hebrew characters, that's why I got this chart over here. Hope you guys can see it. Had some adjustment problems over here earlier. When you got ka, ma, na, pa, and tazaf, you notice right above it, you see the M that I put there. But the correct M is what Sister Parba is saying, is right here. Instead of this M, it should look like this. It should look like the one above it. One below it. That would be an ending. That would be called an ending connector. An ending character. I'm sorry, lock it. For a Syrian, you have to make sure the la, the ka, the ma, and the ka, it pronounces like this: la kam kam, la kam kam. Over here, you can see it even better in what she said, and she's right. La kam kam. Over here, same word. These are the same words. They look differently because they are two different character understandings. One's Assyrian. Now we got Assyrian when we were in a captivity. They we went in Assyria, man. All of the kings over there. Darius and all them, and any other Nebuchadnezzar and all them, man. They had us in captivity. And the Assyrians, Persians. I'm pretty sure all in on this stuff here. We all in captivity. But by the time the Assyrian, they call this the Assyrian Hebrew. The Assyrian. When the Assyrians had us in captivity, that's what it is. Not the Persians. I'm sorry. So when the Assyrians had us in captivity, this is what this looks like. Man, when they had us in captivity, our letters, I can write this better, this L better than this thing here. Actually, it looks like this. Like this. Like that. Okay. This L looks like this L in Assyrian. It's important to notice in Assyrian. And it's important to know that, important to know it in Paleo-Hebrew. And in the Assyrian Hebrew, the ka, instead of the ladder which the Most High gave us, look, they had this. Because that's how their letters look. And the ma looks like, see that little M right above there? It looks like a ma in our language. But over here, in our Hebrew, the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we are the 12 tribes of Israel. This is our language. The ma, right here. The ka, right here. That ka. Then you have the ma over here. That ending character right there. That's the one. That's the one that was wrong. Okay? That's all I really want to say on that. So you understand it. So we'll do another one here before we move on. I don't say we got enough time. Yeah, we got enough time before we move on here to some prepositions. For your feminine, you want to say lakam kan, and it writes out like this. So you'll say la, like this, ka. La ka, like that, okay, la ka. Everybody write this down. Everybody should be writing that down. This is exercise for anybody that's sitting in the audience, okay? You should be writing all these things down to help you out. Everybody. La ka, then like that. And then we have la ka. And then we got to come over here. You got to say that same right here, but on this time you write an N. La kam kan. Okay? I'll write that down here in a second. In Assyrian, it'd be the same thing. It's la, the same la. So write these, make sure you write these down, ka, like that. La ka, where am I at? La ka, yeah, in. There we go. La ka, la kam. Then we're going to write kan, that same ka sound, right here, right there, like that. Okay? In this case, we're going to use an in. And we're going to use an in like this. I ain't going to trick you this time. I'll just go ahead and write down the any connected for. But that's because this is what you'll see. Sometimes, you'll see like that. That's what the any connector looks like when you're writing an in Assyrian. La, kam, and then a kan. That in there. All right, let's wake you up one more time here. I ain't going to get you too much involved until there's be the last exercise before I move on to the other last subject I'm going to go over. What about this right here? Yeah, I guess I ain't got to go through that because I think you know it. Here, we'll do it right here. La, kam. Yeah, there you go. Okay? La kam kan. The any connector over here is an in, and that's pretty much it for that. That's good. So I hope you guys understood that. Let's go over here to something like we're gonna do. Let's see what we got here. This word right here is to serve. We're gonna write out a few things in Hebrew here. Let's write here. Abad means to serve. Let's write it out. Okay. Abba, and then we're going to write what else we got here? Abba, we're going to write a da. Like that. Okay? And Assyrian, y'all, if you would look on the chart, that's what that is. I'm just spelling this word out using the characters over there in Assyrian. Ibad. Okay? The word means to serve. So if I want to say, like the preposition say, to serve, or I think, let me see, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do to that word? If I want to say he serves, I would say, you can put like, let me see. You can put an understanding, you can put abad ya, he, or, because it's a preposition, it's supposed to be a ya abad. But I believe you can put it in. I don't want to get into that. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go into this one. Let's go into to serve. La abad, about la. I want to say la. Preposition over there, we want to use it for la abad, or we're going to say to serve, and this means to. Or you could say ibad la. You can put it in the end like that. But we're going to go ahead and do it like this. Well, actually, we got it backwards. Let's put it over here. If you really want to write that word, sometimes you say it like this. La abad. La, to serve. Because you move this la. The la is really, I got this written backwards, but it really goes over here. But it means to serve. Okay? And that's how you write it. And of course, if you want to say, let's see if we want to say, do we have waters over here? Yeah. If we want to say a preposition, let's put water right here. Before I get to that one, water. Okay, and water, the word for water is mayam. You know, when you talk about waters, you want to talk mayam because you want to say, mayam. And then, of course, to who or pertaining to the waters, you want to say sha mayam. You want to put a preposition on there. You want to say sha, shamayim, or shamayim. Okay? And if you want to put in pertaining to the waters, you want to say ba. Ba. You want to say ba. This is in. This is who or pertaining to. Or pertaining to, okay? Whom or which or that. Or that. We'll put that in this case right there. And then it's pertaining to the waters. All right? So we say bashamayim. And that's so sometimes you'll see that in the Tanakh. You say bashamayim. It means like in heaven, because that's what the heavens, you know, the waters up in heaven, those clouds and all those up there, it represents like waters, like shemayims, like bashamayim. Okay, that's why you would say that word bashamayim. Okay, together, you know, choir. Let's I don't want to do that word right there. Well, let's go ahead and write this one out here before I get to that here. So that word spells like this. You'll say ba over here. In the paleo, that word will look like this. Ba, because that's the ba by itself. So you use an independent connector right here. Ba. Just showing you how to use the connectors and how you spell the word and how to use the preposition. We'll have in preposition. Sha, ba, sha, whom or pertaining to or that, right there, which pertains to that. And you have water, because bashamayim, okay? And then you want to have, what do I say? Ba, sha, sha. You want to write the word sha like this. Ba, sha, okay? Independent connector. All right? Then you want to have mayam right here, because that's what water is. You want to have a ma here, like that, ma. Then you want to have a ya. Then you want to have another, like that. So it'll be ba, sha, ma. Then this on the end right here, you want to have. We'll use this one. You want to join that together with a dependent connector, because that's what yam is. Right there. Shemayim. Okay? That's what makes that word bashamayim. Okay? The waters pertaining to. Okay? Mayam. Mayam. That's water. Ba, sha, mayam. Ba, independent connector. Sha mayam. Let's write this in Assyrian, okay? Hope you guys can see this over here. Yeah, I guess you can, yeah. We're going to write a B here. This is the Assyrian here. And that's important to understand that you can just duplicate it in the Assyrian. That's important. Ba, sha. It looked almost the same in some of these characters, but it's not. You know, because these don't look nothing like here, but this one does, okay? Ba, sha, then you want to write ma, like that. Ba, sha, then you want to write, well, let's put a, there. Dang it. There we go. That's better. Got my little stand there. Ba, sha, ma, yum. And over here, don't forget, like we talked about before, you want to write the ending character That's important because this M here, you know, in the Syrian language, I'm so used to it right now that if it didn't have that on there, I would read it. It would just stop me. My eye would catch it. I would read it. I probably would catch it. I said, you know, that's supposed to have an ending character right here. In this case, it's the M. Supposed to have this ending character right there. You know, in this case, it's the M. So we said Bashamaya. It's like saying the waters or the heavens. It's another way of saying the heaven, you know, or in heaven. In this case, it's Ba, in heaven. Okay. Now here's one. Here's a nice one. Let's put it over. Let's take this gather off for 1 second here. Let's put it over here. Let's put earth right here. Yeah, let's put it right here. Let's put earth right here. Give it some room so it won't be stuck over there in the corner there. That's what I was trying to do. Earth. Who knows why you say earth in Hebrew? And if you don't know, we'll give you about 20 seconds. Some of you guys might remember, just trying to help you out there as far as your memorization. Anyway, who knows how to spell say earth in Hebrew? And I'll give you a start. It's, let's see. Ra. Now finish it for me. Earth. All right. Finish it for me. You know, what else is in there? I mean, you know, try to guess. It's Ra something in earth. Who knows how to say earth in Hebrew? We'll write it right here. We'll give you guys 20 seconds on it because I know it can be complicated, but I remember, and if you don't know, I mean, I understand. I mean, that's a little hard one right there. It's probably the hardest thing I put up there. But anyway, Ra. Let's see who we got. So what we got? Sister Paraba. Shit. Haratazah. Clap it up for her. I hope she's doing this on her own now. Yeah, they're good, sis. It don't matter if you ain't. That's good. Clap it up for her. Put her hand claps it up. She said Aratazah. And she's exactly right. Ara, and here's that last character, Tazah. Because that's what it is. That's how you say it. Aratazah. Okay? If you say that, make sure we got this separated over here. Yeah, like that. Aratazah, okay? He's exactly right, because Aratazah means earth. And of course, if you want to say the earth, you don't want to say, you want to use the preposition up there. It's Aratazah. Okay? You want to say the earth, you want to say Ha Aratazah. She's exactly right. It's Aratazah, which means the earth. Let's see what we got over here. Gloria, let's see. Can I ask Google how to say earth in Hebrew? Yeah, sure, if that's what you want. And then, if you can, it may not always, you may want to stick with what's in class, but because those words sometimes will throw you. But go ahead. You can do it, and we'll show you. See if it doesn't come up with this. Sometimes the words ain't right because you're reading Yiddish, a lot of it. But sometimes. Okay. So Aratazah. Let's get it in paleo. You can, sis. Okay. Ra, right here, and then we have what we call Tazah. We're going to use that Tazah. I think it's the first time we use the Tazah all night. Looks like that. All right. Tell me about these connectors here. Is this right? Before I do this Syrian on it. Is this right? Tell me, is that right? Or is this right? Which one? Which one is right? Let's see what we got in here. That's right, Shar. Tell them stay away from that. Stay with Qadash in class. Stay with the word I got in here. Exactly right. Whole other word. Don't fool with Google. Don't fool with that stuff out. Stay right in here in class. Leave that for something else. You know, stay right here in class. We're gonna get it for you. But exactly right. That's right, Shar. Let's come on with this understanding here. Don't worry about what this word, Qadash and all the teachers in ISUPK knows what these words mean. We got the breakdowns on them. You follow us. What we're trying to get you to do is learn how to say them, learn how to spell them, learn how to do the connectors, learn how to do all of those ending characters, learn how to do the Hebrew Assyrian on them. The Assyrian on this would be, that's what we're interested in you doing right there. Don't worry about, I just gave you that word just to see, maybe I shouldn't have. I just gave you that just to see who can remember it, because we have talked about this before. Right, anyway, give me the green or the blue for the paleo right there, and I'm going to write this word out while I write this word out in Assyrian. Okay? Yeah, don't worry about trying to go online and do stuff, you know, and trying to go outside of class. I mean, I can't stop you, but I'm just saying it's best that you stay right here in class. ISUPK, you know, we're not, just don't do it that way. All right, where we at? All right, let's see what we got here. I want y'all to tell me something. Tell me, what do we got here? Is the Assyrian right or wrong? And which one of these characters, which one of these connectors are correct, the green or the blue? And the Assyrian, what's wrong or what's right with the Assyrian? Is it right or wrong? Sister Parabus say the green. Okay, all right, gotcha. All right, and what about the Assyrian? Y'all, come on. All y'all. Sister Arnold and Arlene and Sister Parabus. Adrian. Who else we got in there? Yeah, Arlene. Yeah, Adrian. Parabus. Sister Arnold. Okay, leaks out again. Gotcha. Which one? Is it the green or the blue for the connectors for saying earth? And then I'll add on Ha'aratazah in a second here. If I got some room here. Of course, I'm supposed to have. I didn't want to erase things, so I want you guys to write those down for your notes. Okay. I'll include the word ha in a second here. But y'all give y'all about 20 more seconds. And tell me about this Assyrian right here on Aratazah. Tell me about it. That's what I wrote, Aratazah. And over here, Aratazah. And Aratazah, is the green or the blue correct on the connectors? I'll give you guys 15 more seconds there, okay? All right. Yeah. Which one is it? Sister Parabus so far said, she said the green connectors for this word is for green. That's correct. And she's saying because the blue is not. And we'll explain that. The more and more you do these, I don't go over these every week. Just once in a while. That's the reason why I want you to concentrate on the board. And then go home and study. Get some words. We'll matter of fact, use these words and I'll give you more words. And then matter of fact, I'm gonna give you next week for people in class, so we get the same people in class. I'm gonna give you about 3 or 4 words and let you write the connectors down for them and come to class and already be ready. Well, Ratazah means earth. And of course, the earth. I'm not gonna put the on there yet because I want to get you guys. I'll write that down in a second here. That means we're just sticking with Haratazah, earth. Okay? Give you guys 10 more seconds there before we reveal which one is right, the green or the blue for the connectors. And what's going on with this Assyrian? What's going on with that, Sister Parabah? What's going on with that? Is that right or wrong? La'ah or Khan? Didn't say anything. I just want to know. Let me know because that's what I'm writing down. I'm writing down the red in Assyrian like Arlene wanted. I mean the blue in Assyrian and the red in Paleo. I'm teaching you both languages right here, the Syrian and the Hebrew, right before your eyes. Because if you can do one of these and learn that Hebrew chart and learn the connectors and learn the ending characters, you'll have Hebrew. You'll have a start in the beginning to the Hebrew. Because we got tenses, we got possessive adjectives, we got prepositions that we've wrote about. And here's a preposition right here. The. Here's another one. Preposition. Okay? That's a preposition. We got plurals. Right here. Okay? We got plurals. Okay? I mean, I wrote a whole lot of examples. We got prepositions over here. Here's preposition. These are prepositions. Possessive adjectives over there. Here's preposition. Okay? Of water. Lashawan. All right? All right. Let's go to it. Sister, clap it up for Sister Parva for the connector. She's right. It's the one in the green. I wrote this one in the blue down as Aratazah. That ain't how it's pronounced. Aratazah. It's Aratazah. Instead of saying Ara, then saying Tazah, you don't want to do that. You want to say Aratazah. Let's see who else got that. Sister Parva said La. And then why? Why is that, Sister Parva? Why is it wrong? You're exactly right. Clap it up again for it. The Syrian is wrong, okay? But while you're doing that, I'll explain this right here. The one in the green is right because it best depicts how you say the word Aratazah. She's right. Ra-tazah. Like that, okay? That's what I had, and I kind of threw another one up there. But what's wrong with this right here? What's right? Well, I mean, what? Just give me something real small. What's wrong with that? Even if it's an exercise in mundane, let me know what's wrong with that Assyrian of Aratazah. What is wrong with that? What's going on here? What's going on right here? And I'll give you 15 seconds here. But you said la, so just type in there what's wrong with it. If you said la, then I know you know. We'll give you, like I said, it's not about being right or wrong or right. It's about participating in class. That's what I like. Okay? Okay? Okay. This is what's wrong with it, just like she said. She said it's wrong because the ending character, instead of this tazah here, and this is one way to learn to teach you is to show you on the board. The ending character for tazah looks like that. Okay? Sort of like that anyway. Like that. It looks like this. This green is correct. the word would spell like this. Aratazah. Let's write it out here. Well, I think you guys got the idea. You got the idea. Okay. And this right here, that would be wrong. Because it doesn't occur. Let's see. I think she got it. Let's see. Let's see. Because Tazah ending. Exactly right. And since to make it easy, just say Tazah ending. You don't have to put because, that's fine. But you can, if it, unless you just like typing like that. Or D'Angelo or anybody who writes Sister Paraba or Arlene, or when you guys writing something, give me some Sister Arnold, Adrian, when y'all writing, just write something real small. You don't have to go in there and, I'm not giving you a typing exercise, just write small, unless you just like typing. Anyway, Tazah, that's the correct way to spell it. You put that ending character, pay attention. So she's right about this, the Aratazah, she's right about that, okay? Let's see here. I think we did that. And of course, if you want to spell that word out, let's spell it out and let's put the whole word down there. Aratazah. Okay. Looks like some sort of long stem Y, that ending, okay? And then we're going to have Ha'aratazah. You'll be writing stuff like this. Ha. Like if you go over here, you want to write Ha in Paleo, you got to write that first. This Ha right there. It looks like this. You got to write that. So let's write it. That's Ha. That's what that means. Ha. And that's called the preposition at the beginning of the word. Because Hebrew writes from right to left. That's why I put it over here. Right to left. I might have forgotten to say that, but that's what it is. Ha. Okay. Then you want to write This is Paleo Hebrew. Ra. Then we want to write Tazah, okay? Now I hope you guys are writing notes for this, okay? So you want to write Ha, Ra, let's see, Ha, Ra, where am I at? Ha, Ra, Tazah, Slocky. There you go. Ha, Ra, Tazah, Ha'aratazah. That's the correct way to say that word, Ha'aratazah. You don't want to say Ha'aratazah. I mean, if you said it that way, I would understand it, but I believe the correct way of saying it is Ha'aratazah, because that's the way you want to read it. Ha. You want to let people hear that preposition there. Ha'aratazah. You don't want to say Ha'aratazah. You don't want to say Ha'aratazah. Okay. Anyway, and then of course in Assyrian, we want to put the Assyrian down here. It looks like the same thing. Same thing down there. So we want to write, you go over there on the chart, and you want to say aha. Well, right here in Assyrian, that would look like this. Make sure you have that space. There's a difference there. And we went over a class one time, we had recognition of what you call them alphabet, well, we had recognition of characters, okay? Ha. Like that. Ha-ah. Yeah. Ha-ah. Like this. Where am I? That ain't right. Yeah, it is. Ha-ah. You want to write ra, like this. Like a little, like that. Ha-ra. Then you want to write this. Am I got this right? Ha-ra. Yeah, like that. Then you want to write the ending character. You want to write ha-aratazah. Okay? Ha-aratazah. Yeah, that's how you do it. So we understand, yeah, So we understand that, when you're writing possessive adjectives, you always wanted to have a word that you can describe, like your bread, lakam kam. And of course, we wrote them down before. Her bread, lakam ha. His bread, lakam wa. Lakam wa, Make sure you put your ending characters on there in the Hebrew for the Assyrian. That's why we got it in blue here. Blue and red, that's why it's for distinction. Of course, the words are in black. Then we have, make sure you put your connectors on correctly. La, come, join the ka and the ma, and come. That's, we don't need this anymore. That's the masculine and plural for your bread. Okay? Make sure you put that in the connector on there now for Assyrian. Make sure you put that on there. Then we want to put feminine, plural, your bread. Same thing, but we want to put lakam kan. Lakam kan. And how you write it again, you want to write lakam kan. But over here, it has a connector. That N, you have 5 connectors. And the N is one of them. You have the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, and the tazan. We've done every last one of them except for the pa. I had a chance if I would write an example for that. I think we can do this one to write an example in Hebrew for that. We will write Joseph's name over here. We will write Joseph. We're going to use an example here to write the P for an ending character. Joseph's name in Hebrew is Yah. Is Yah. Wa. Sa. Yah wa sa. Sure know what I'm talking about. We read that word a lot. Yah wa sa. But anyway, here we go. Let's write that down real quick so we can use that. We can use that. So okay. Yah over here. We're gonna say a Yah like that. That's the Hebrew word for Yah. Hebrew character for Yah. I'm sorry. Then we want to write what are we doing here? Yah, wa, like that. Yahweh. Ooh, shoot. Okay, you want to write, go to the chart over here. You want to write a wa, okay? And then you want to write a sa. You want to write a sa that looks like, sort of like that. Sort of like that. That'll be over here. Way over here. Right there. That one right there. Okay? Then of course the paleo is right there. But this is Assyrian for the word Joseph. And here we're going to finish it up and show you here. Yahweh sa. Then we're going to write a P. But this is the ending character for the P. So now we have all examples. I write that P right? Man, that looks funky. Yeah, that's right. Man, that looks supposed to be a little line there first, I think, like that. You gotta get off the touch here for a while. But this ending character, matter of fact, let's put it in green, since that's what I've done all the rest of them. Yawasap. But that's Joseph's name, and ending character. The ending character for that looks like that. So it's Yawasap. So we have used the ending characters, I think all of the ending characters on the board at one time. The N, the M, the Tazah, and the Pa. What did we didn't use the Ka. I ain't got time. We didn't use the Ka. But I tried to use all 5 examples there. Is it wrong letter? Let's see. Is the wrong letter in no ending? Oh yeah, she's right. Which one? What are you saying, sis? Which one are you saying? Because Sister Paraba, it's the wrong letter in no ending. Which one are you saying? What example are you saying right here? This one? Which one? Are you saying this one right here? I'm not sure which one you're saying. I think which I'm trying to figure out what example that you have, sis, because I mean you participate in the class. I want to make sure I answer your question correct. You're saying this N right here because that is an ending character for the word, for the letter N. That's what an N looks like in Assyrian. Okay? When you say lakam, lakamkan, lakamkan, that N right there, it's the same N as that. And I think that's what you're saying, sis. If you are, just say Khan. I'm not sure. I hope that's the case. But anyway, here's the ending characters again. We use the M. There's the two M's, ending characters. One is lakam in Assyrian, okay? And then we use your bread, lakam khan. There's another M. Then we use your bread. That was masculine. And then the feminine, plural, when you want to make something plural in Assyrian, of course, you say, or Paleo, or Hebrew, for that matter, you say lakam khan for the woman. And that's when you use the ending character for the N. And I think that's what you're saying, Sister R. Right there, sis. I believe. Okay? I believe that's what you're saying. And then, of course, you're saying her bread, lakam ha. His bread, lakam wa. Make sure you write that in your notes and all the other things I wrote in the book. Aratazah. Here's a tazah. It means the earth. When you say ha aratazah, that's right here. Ha aratazah. But when you get to the Hebrew, you have to make sure you put this ending character there because it's ha'ara. That tazah right there, this tazah made an ending character come alive. That made you understand that, oh, okay, they're saying tazah right there. Ara tazah. You know, that's in Paleo. Of course, you don't, over here you worry about the connectors here for the in the red there. And I believe that's what you're saying. If you're saying that, Sister Arnold, just type yes. And of course, in Shemayim, ba Shemayim, in is a preposition, whom or that is a preposition, water, ba, in, sha, whom or that, mayam is water. And you want to say ba, sha, mayam. For, and there's the M again. Let me make sure we got that right because, I put this little, I kind of erased it a little bit there, sloppy. There it is, right there. Okay. When you want to write, Bashamayim just means water, or the heavens, or the waters that's in the heavens, however you want to put it. But you make sure the ending character is on all, if it applies, in this case it does. There's an M, that's one of the 5 ending characters. And of course, make sure you put your connectors down here when it comes to your Paleo Hebrew in red. Ba, sha, ma, yum. You want to have independent connector, and you want to have dependent connector. The ya and the ma has to be joined together to make a sound. Yum. I believe that's what you said, sister. I'm not sure. Let me see what you got written over here. That's when you were asking us on the earth topic. Okay, yeah. Aratazah? Yeah. Aratazah. Well, on the earth topic, on the earth topic, that is called, instead of N, that is a tazah. This green one here, when I say earth, write this down in your notes. Aratazah is spelled A-H-R-A-T-A-Z-A. Aratazah, earth. And in Aratazah, you have a tazah at the end, which is one of our characters in Hebrew. Here it is over here. Tazah. But in this case, the ending character looks like that. Okay, the regular tazah looks like that, in Assyrian. And now in Paleo looks like that, of course, like that. But in Assyrian, at the end, if it occurs at the end of the word, in this case, tazah does. And that's what I was talking about. So we write Hebrew from right to left. So you say which is A, ra, which is R. Here it is right here. Just making sure you understand. Okay. Ra, and then tazah. That's a tazah at the end from right to left. Ra, tazah. Over here, same thing. Ra, tazah. Okay? You can type yes, sis, if you understand that. I want to make sure you understand that. You understand that? Let's see. Yes. All right. Clap it up for it. Exactly right. I like to take the time to explain it to even one of the least. That means least not in people, just means that you only had 2 classes. So you have least classes. So I want to explain it to everybody, to all of our Hebrew sisters, and Ak, Yum, and Akwath, Yun. So Akwath Yun, and Akwath Yum for the men. I want to make sure that all Akwath Yun understand what we're saying here. And here it is again. Ha, which that's how you write a ha sound, H-A. This is how you write a ha sound in Paleo. This is how you write it in Assyrian. Okay? All right, Adrian and D'Angelo and everybody, right? Make sure you write your notes down because, see, I write this down so you guys can understand, okay? All right? All right? So I believe that's it for the class because I think you understood. As a matter of fact, we're gonna you enjoyed class, certainly clap it up. Clap it up for class. Put some claps in there, hand claps in there. Clap it up for class. You know, it's the Most High's class, Commanding General Yohana's class. You know, and under the direction of Commanding General Yohana and ISUPK, it's his ISUP class. I'm just honored to direct it from the South Carolina end. That's all. So when you ask the question, hey, listen, I got to answer that for you. If I can, I will get back with you the next week. I'll write it down. A lot of people in the chat know that I'll do that. Okay, so clap it up in the chat. Like I said, give me some claps there for you guys. For you, this is for you. Clap it up in the chat. We're gonna do some ISUBK security announcements. We are the ISUBK. Started off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for the new brother: when a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits. They're off limits, man. For 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months, the period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. That ain't right. Put the hand claps in there. That's exactly right. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny or increase the Most High gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering, or priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upholy convocations here. These are our feast days. This is what you need to understand if this is your first time or second time in class. These are our feast days, and of course you're invited to them if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. And we have the memorial blowing of the trumpets Monday, September 6, 2021, Leviticus 23, 24, and 25. And of course, remind Akim and Akwath to check the bulletin board over in the hallway right over there. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And I expect to see you here back in class next week with another exciting class. I'm going to make it a little bit more exciting each time. We're going to give a salute to all the brothers, all the Akim, okay? Sisters, may you cover your heads because, we're going to, as far as you can there, make sure you cover your head, Give me a second. So we're going to say, Ahmad Shabbat. This is for the men. Ahmad. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Atham. And for the women, we'll turn to our women here, and we will salute you. Okay? Ahmad Shabbat. Ahmad. Yahweh Shamar, Alatha, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And for that we say, Shalom.